President Biden poking fun at himself and took some jabs at Donald Trump as well during a rare appearance on late night TV last night with comedian Seth Meyers. Here's what he said about that far-right Taylor Swift conspiracy theory.
Can you confirm or deny that there is an active conspiracy between you and Ms. Swift?
Where are you getting this information? It's classified.
Joining us now is CNN contributor Dean Obeidallah. Thank you so much for being here. That was funny, and humor tends to do quite well with most people. Give me some sense of, though, seeing him show up there with Seth Meyers. There is the politics of late night television. Does this work in his favor, being able to joke, being able to make people laugh?
I think President Biden should only do interviews on late night going forward with a live audience. I think he did a great job. He was funny right from the top. This segment, he's very comfortable with Seth. He's been on that show before. He knows Amy Poehler, who was a fellow guest. But he really was. He was funny. He loved the energy of the crowd. He got a standing ovation from a young audience there at Seth Meyers' show. And he also tackled some really substantive issues. So I think Seth did a great job. But look, what you're getting at, Sarah, is true. Comedy is endearing. If you make people laugh, they tend to like you more. That's why President Obama was probably the king of late night, going on show after show, even shows like Ellen as a candidate, all the way through his presidency with doing slow jamming the news with Jimmy Fallon. So I think Biden made the right choice. I honestly think, I'm not kidding, I think he should do more of this. I think the State of the Union next week, he should open with a joke and put the sunglasses on, bring the place down. That'll be huge laughs, lots of headlines.
I do want to ask you, though, because he has faced criticism for not sitting down with people who are less friendly, let's say, with regular journalists who have very tough questions where jokes may not work. What do you make of that criticism, and is it fair?
Well, I mean, objectively, yes, he sat for less press conferences than any of the last two presidents. That's true. I think he's got to pick and choose where he's going to go right now. It's not about checking a box. He's running for re-election. We are about 250 days from the November 5th election. Go on place they're going to make you look good. That's life. It is a political re-election campaign. Biden is funnier than people give him credit for. He was very funny there right from the top, making fun of his age. He did a joke about Donald Trump, which was a great joke. That's smart. And I hope his handler, his people on his campaign and himself, we should do more of this. Go on Fallon, go on Kimmel, go on Jon Stewart's show. Show Americans a different side of who you are. I think that helps him.
I do want to show people what he said about age, because this is a big issue. It keeps coming up, and both candidates, right, their age keeps coming up, but his in particular. Here's how he dealt with the question about his age.
Number one, you got to take a look at the other guy. He's about as old as I am, but he can't remember his wife's name.
Yeah.
And number one. Number two, it's about how old your ideas are. Look, I mean, this is a guy who wants to take us back. He wants to take us back on Roe v. Wade. He wants to take us back on a whole range of issues that are 50, 60 years. They've been solid American positions.
It's about how old your ideas are. Good strategy there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what he just did there is what we've talked about, the listeners on my radio show all the time in the last few months. You can't ignore an issue like age, because polling shows it's important, but you can pivot quickly to issues that are more important. So the issue of age gets pushed down the hierarchy of interest, where people go, yeah, he's old, but he's going to fight for reproductive freedom. He's protecting our democracy. He's given us a strong economy. Here's his vision for 2024. You can't run away from something that obvious, but you can make it less important. And I think that's how he wins. You've got to make it about the issues that move people, like being forced against your will to carry a fetus to term. And this is what some Republicans want in certain states. These are the issues that move people and win, not who's younger and older, him or Trump. I think a sense of humor in this context, really, really helpful. I think you should do more and more of that.
Dean Obeidallah, thank you so much for coming on for your analysis. Appreciate you.